Hi, what are your core beliefs, your core values in life and in business? My name is Paul. I'm a hypnotherapist and a business coach. I also teach and mentor other hypnotherapists in ACH, Advanced Conversational Hypnosis. So today I want to talk about your core values and core beliefs. Why are they important? I want to give you 3 examples. Do you actually believe in yourself? Do you believe that you are a really excellent therapist, a hypnotherapist or other? Yeah. If you don't, why don't you? Because if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't think you are really good at what you do, and you've had lots of practice, you've got lots of experience, you've got lots of skill, guess what? That translates, I know, by osmosis or some weird thing to when you're talking to prospective clients, and they will get an inkling, they'll get a feeling that you don't feel confident in your work. And that can be very off putting. And it's one of these invisible things that we don't really notice. We just kind of pick up a sense, pick up a feeling. And if you don't believe in yourself, how can you expect your clients to believe in you? You must have self belief. That's just one very, very simple example. Another example is, do you deserve it? Do you deserve more? Are you still, competing on price? Are you still going, well, Paul down the road there's charging 25 quid an hour, I'm going to charge 20 quid an hour or whatever it is. Yeah. If you don't deserve it, you're going to bring your prices lower and lower and lower and lower to compete with everybody around you. Whereas if you do believe that you deserve more, that you spent all this time, effort, and energy, and that what you have is worth offering, has value, then you're going to charge a decent fee. Now, let me give you an example. I do not compete on price. If a prospective client contacts me and goes, Paul, what do you charge? I say, well, look, we'll end the conversation there because I know they're shopping for price, and there are lots and lots of people around that charge way less than I do. And I'm not competing with them. I do things differently for lots of different reasons. And if that's the first thing that comes out of prospective clients' mouth, then I'm not really interested. There are lots of people that can serve them elsewhere. A third example of core values and core beliefs is, do you value your self-respect? Do you respect yourself in business? What are you talking about, Paul? Well, if a client starts bullying you on price, so look, I know you charge £500 a session, but I want it for £350. Give it to me for £350. I know Fred down the road, blah, 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 blah. Give it to me cheaper, give it to me cheaper, give it to me cheaper. Will you give in to that? Or will you go, I'm really sorry, that's my fee. If you're not happy, please go elsewhere. That's what I mean by self-respect. If somebody tries to bully you online, do you crumble? Do you run inside yourself and stop posting it because one person who probably doesn't even know what they're talking about starts criticizing you? If you don't have self-respect, you won't stand up for yourself, and you'll crawl into a corner and hide. You can't do that when you're in business. You have to stick up for yourself. Now, I'm not talking about getting the fists out and having a fight, but if somebody calls you out online, you've either got to, just ignore them and ban them and block them, all that kind of good stuff, or you've got to respectfully respond and say, actually, you're wrong. Here's why. You have to stand up for yourself in business, and the only way you can do that is to have self-belief, have self-respect. If you don't have those things, then you're going to be a walkover. People will just say, you know what, I know we booked the appointment for next Wednesday at 3 o'clock, but I've changed my mind. I want to see you tomorrow morning at 9:35. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. No, unless there's a very good reason, you have your agreement with your client and you stick to that. You don't let clients walk over you. You are providing a service. You're not a servant. You are providing a service in exchange for fair value. And that means clients don't get to walk over you. Respect is 2 ways, but it starts with self-respect, internal respect. If you don't value your time, think about it. If you don't value your time, this means again that people can walk over you. in life and in business. You go meet somebody for a coffee at 10 o'clock and at 10:15 they're still not there and they haven't contacted you. That means that person doesn't respect you unless their phone has died or there's been some kind of family emergency, which very, very rarely happens. They have no respect for you and your time. Same with a client. If a client has booked an appointment with you at 10 o'clock and at 10:20 they're still not there and they haven't contacted you, that's an incredible sign they don't respect you and you don't respect your time. Hopefully in your contract, you have something along the lines of, I need to know if you're not going to be able to make the meeting on time. And if after an X amount of time you haven't turned up, then I have every right to cancel that meeting. And then I will decide whether or not I want to rebook that meeting. Yeah, so it counts as kind of self-respect, but it's about valuing yourself. You have to value you. You have to value your offering. You have to value your skills. You have to have self-respect. Because if you don't, nobody else will. It's the same with friends and family. If friends and family say, you know what, Paul, you're no good at this, you're no good at that, you're no good at that, you shouldn't do it, you shouldn't put yourself out there, blah, 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 it's embarrassing. What do they know? This is your chosen career. This is your chosen profession. It's highly likely they haven't got a clue what you're doing. So don't let them walk over you. It's your choice, your life, you do things your way. And if people don't like that, well, I'm sorry, but, that's their problem, not yours. This is why it's so important to have your core beliefs and core values in place. Now, if you don't have them in place, I would strongly suggest you take time out and start listing things that are important to you. Listing things that mean things to you, that are important. I said that once already, but you have to have this list in place, because otherwise there are no boundaries. Just like in relationships, if you've had 3 or 4 relationships on the bounce that have been the same and have gone the same way, gone downhill the same way because you ignored the red flags and you let yourself be pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed, that means you don't have any boundaries. You let people walk over you. And it's the same in business. You have to have these values in place so that you know where you stand and people around you and your clients know where you stand, what you will accept and what you won't accept. So get your core values in place, build those boundaries. Thanks for watching. I'll be here again tomorrow. If you've got any questions at all, please drop me a line in the comments or send me a DM. Bye now.